So a lot of people are still under the impression that being vegan is so hard, you know, eating plant-based food so hard. Well, I'll be honest with you, a lot of you are already doing it, you know. Sometimes you'll make, I don't know, mashed potatoes, and maybe you won't put the milk in, you know, and maybe you have non-dairy butter, which a lot of people do. I've noticed a lot of people have non-dairy butter by accident, and you know, so you mix in what you think you call butter in with the mashed potatoes, and you've got vegan plant-based food, right? Or some people will have I don't know, rice, vegetables or something like that, and you know, or beans, you know, a bean taco without the meat, and they won't even think, oh, this is meat free. So at the end of the day, the cheapest foods that you buy are vegan foods, you know, beans, potatoes, rice, cereals, bread, wheat. Most bread is typically vegan. I know pretty much 99% of the store-bought breads, in the UK at least, they don't have any milk or any eggs in, because traditional bread doesn't call for milk. Traditional bread doesn't call for eggs, you know. So you can have bread, you know, some people have jam sandwiches, jam and peanut butter sandwiches, or peanut butter and jelly, however you want to say it. That's vegan, you know. So at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, a lot of people are under this illusion that being vegan is so hard. You know, oh, I've got to give this up, I've got to give that up. You know, if you want to, there's still plenty of vegan junk food, you know. So if you're not looking for health, but you know, you're sort of thinking about the ethics, but then thinking, oh, it's so hard, then you know, Oreos are vegan. A lot of foods naturally vegan. You know, you can still have ice cream. There's loads of non-dairy ice creams now, mainly made because a lot of people are lactose intolerant. You know, because we're not, as adults, we're not supposed to consume milk. It's, you know, our ability to digest lactose kind of disappears the older we get. Like when you get past about 2 or whatever, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I'm sweaty. I've just done a run. So, but yeah, what I'm trying to say is basically, a lot of people think they're going to get deficiencies. At the end of the day, the most nutritious food. I mean, what do your parents tell you when you're a kid? Eat your vegetables. They don't say, oh, eat your meat, do they? Because there's fuck all nutrients or whatever in meat. And anything that's discoloured like that or whatever, you've got to remember, you're getting recycled nutrients as well. Because the animals, they eat the plants, and then people eat them. So it's like, why don't you just cut out the middleman and eat the plants? You know what I mean? And then you're not getting recycled nutrients. You know, the whole B12 thing, that's actually an environmental issue, not nothing to do with meat, and usually it's added to meat as well, actually. So but you can get B12 fortified things now, cereals, plant milks, etc. So, and obviously you can buy the tablets or injections. So it's really something that, you know, it's not just a vegan issue. A lot of even people who eat meat can become B12 deficient. So yeah, a lot of people say it's hard being vegan. You know what? Honestly, in my opinion, it couldn't be easier. The only issues you may get are with friends and family, and I'll be honest with you, you just got to have the mental fortitude to stick by your choices, you know. In some ways it does take bravery, but you just have to stick by your choices and not let anyone make fun of you, you know. Like, some people try and, a lot of people make fun of what A, they don't understand, and B, what they see as different. So if you come to a restaurant and, you know, you got to remember, if you're going to a restaurant, yeah, you're the customer, you've got the power. So sure as hell, if you want to order something non-vegan, don't be fucking ashamed of it, don't be embarrassed. Like, you're in charge, you're the boss. When you go to a bakery or something like that, you know, don't be afraid about asking if the food's vegan or not. You're the boss, you're in charge. As the customer, you've got the power. Same with if you go to a friend's house, if a friend invites you round, says, oh, do you want to come round for dinner? Then you say, before they invite you round, you know, well, you know, you tell them your diet preferences. You don't have to sort of put it on them in the last moment, you know, like, oh, like you get there and they've made a load of meat for you and, oh, by the way, I'm vegan. That's not fair, is it? But you could say, before you go, look, you know that I'm, you know, word it however you like, vegan, plant-based, you know, I don't eat animals, I don't eat meat, however you want to say it. And tell them, you know, that you're not going to be partaking in any meat eating or, you know, animal products eating. So you don't have to feel ashamed, you don't have to, so that's another easy issue covered. And then the whole, yeah, like, oh, how am I going to eat with friends and stuff? Well, you can always order off the menu. You know, if you eat at a restaurant, you can go to a restaurant and you can, yeah, you can say, oh, can you just boil me up some potatoes and some steamed vegetables, please? Oh yeah, 99% of restaurants aren't going to have a problem with that whatsoever. You know, you're probably saving the money if anything, and they'll probably even try and charge you a little bit more because it's off the menu. So at the end of the day, and then the whole, you know, you'll make, I'm not saying you have to get rid of your old friends, but you'll make new friends as well, because you'll be part of a sort of new community, you know, and you tend to find that people, you know, who are into one thing tend to have the same sort of ideals. So chances are you'll find like-minded friends with similar sort of ideals as you. So it'll open you up to a whole new thing. And then of course you can be healthy as well. So yeah, vegan food's all over the place. You know, you've just got to know where to look, and you've just got to know how and where to find it. So yeah, at the end of the day, you know, if you're under that impression, just stop making excuses. You know, if you really want something, you'll find a way.